On my birthday, my dad tossed me a card and said, "Don't get your hopes up. You've never really contributed." Inside, it said, "Happy birthday to our permanent burden." My brother snorted. My mom added, "You'll never be more than a drain." They forgot. I've been secretly covering their mortgage for 4 years. That night, I locked every account and dropped one message in the family group chat that ended it all. Don't get your hopes up. You've never really contributed. The birthday card fluttered through the air like a receipt someone was too lazy to throw out. It landed on the table in front of me with a careless flick of Dad's wrist. "Happy birthday," he said without looking up, already shoveling mashed potatoes onto his plate. "To our permanent burden." Zach snorted under his breath, thumbs tapping away at his phone. I glanced down. The card was flimsy, bent at the corners, cheap. Inside, it wasn't signed, just printed text, underlined in black pen. "Happy birthday to our permanent burden." Jesus, I muttered, letting out a dry laugh. "What?" Mom raised an eyebrow. "It's a joke. You always get so emotional. Honestly, Dean, can't you take anything with grace?" "You mean like how I took care of the house while you both pretended things were fine?" Her fork paused mid-air. She blinked, slow. "Excuse me?" Forget it. I stood up, pushing the chair back. It scraped hard against the tile. "Don't start." Dad grunted. "You always make things about you." "Because you never have." I shot back. They didn't even flinch, and somehow that stung more than if they had. I'm Dean, 25, and I'm done. They've been tearing me apart in pieces too small to notice. For years. I'm Dean, 25, and apparently I'm the disappointment. I didn't follow the family blueprint, didn't get a real job, didn't become a mini Mitch. Instead, I built a freelance tech business, worked nights bartending, and kept every receipt in a manila folder under my bed. I never lashed out. I just took it. They joked about me living here but never asked why. Never asked how I was the one who caught the foreclosure notice when Dad was in the hospital, or how I called the bank myself, set up auto pay under my name, and covered the mortgage for 4 straight years. They have no clue, because I never needed a thank you until tonight. The family that ate me alive. Dad, Mitch, 56. Retired after a workplace injury but lost everything in crypto. He calls it unfair, but he still lectures me on being irresponsible. He secretly used my SSN to co-sign a $15,000 loan. I found out when my credit tanked. Mom, Karen, 54. She frames every story like she's the only one struggling, lies with elegance, told everyone I refused to help, while quietly cashing the checks I sent each month. Zach, 28. My older brother, the golden child. 2 failed startups and 0 income, yet he gets steak dinners and gas money. He once called me a parasite, using my own grocery money. I sat back down, slowly. "You ever think about what this house costs?" I asked. No one responded. Of course they didn't. "You think I've been freeloading? That's cute. You think the lights stay on because you manifest it?" "Dean," Mom sighed. "We're not doing this on your birthday." "No," I said quietly. "We're doing this because it's my birthday. The last one I'll ever spend here." Dad scoffed. "Please, you wouldn't last 2 weeks on your own." Zach laughed. "Dude, don't be dramatic. You're like 1 missed payment from living in your car." I looked at him and smiled, just a little. He had no idea. "So who paid the mortgage last October?" I asked, voice casual. When the envelope came, red stamped, with the word foreclosure on it. Silence. "You didn't." I looked at Dad. "You were in the hospital." "You didn't," I said to Mom. "You were crying to Aunt Ray about needing help with the electric." "You?" I turned to Zach. "You spent $700 that month on NFTs." They didn't speak, no denials, just the air pulling tight in the room. I did, I said, and I have, every month, for 4 years. 4 years ago, I was barely making $200 a month, juggling remote design work and bar shifts. I found the notice while bringing in the mail. The house was 3 months past due. I didn't tell them. I just called the number and figured it out. That same week, Mom told the extended family that I refused to get off my ass. She said it loud in the kitchen, like I wasn't 10 feet away. I made the first mortgage payment the next day, with my emergency savings. Then I just kept going. Later that night, I waited until they were asleep. Then I logged into every account I controlled. The mortgage, the utilities, the emergency fund I set up when I thought maybe they'd come around. One by one, I locked them, changed every password, removed every auto payment. Then I left one message in the family group chat. Happy birthday to your burden. Mortgage is due Friday. You have 72 hours before default. Good luck. Then I attached a PDF. Every payment I made, every receipt, every dollar tracked. 4 years of silence, finally made loud. I turned off my phone. The house erupted by morning. First, Zach's 17 missed calls. Then a voicemail from Mom that started calm and ended in screams. Dad texted once. You little piece of shit. This is how you treat your family? I got dressed. Ate breakfast at a cafe, watched the sun stretch across a different skyline, one that didn't ask me to shrink myself. Later, Mom showed up at my new apartment. She cried. For the first time in years, I didn't move to comfort her. Why didn't you tell us? She asked. You don't listen, I said. You only hear what keeps your fantasy alive. She wiped her eyes. You can't just walk away. I met her eyes. Watch me. They're not homeless, not yet. They'll figure it out. Zach might finally get a job. Dad might finally sell that RV he keeps fixing. Mom might start telling the truth. Or they won't. Either way, it's not mine to carry anymore. I found a small apartment, paid with my own clean credit. I sleep better now, lighter. No footsteps down the hall, no backhanded guilt over breakfast. Zach texted once, Guess you really were saving up. Fine, good for you. I didn't reply, but I smiled. Healing isn't poetic. It's weirdly quiet. Sometimes I forget they exist for hours. Then something, the smell of burnt coffee, the sound of a slammed door, brings it all back, and I breathe through it. Last week I got a letter in the mail, from Mom. Inside was a handwritten note. I'm sorry. I didn't know what you were carrying. That's not your fault. I hope you find peace. Maybe someday we can talk again. I didn't cry, but I did reread it. I haven't decided what to do with it yet, but that's the point. I finally have a choice. The end. But for Dean, it's only the beginning.